Good morning. We're just kind of waiting a few minutes for 10 o'clock, actually. We're still new at this. Hopefully, every week it gets a little bit clearer. Just giving people time to find us, because I can't even find myself yet.
So we got 2 more minutes.
You know, we should sing for them. I say that.
We had an experience with singing. We sang. We went to a family and we sang "Happy Birthday" to a young lady. The young lady, she put her hands over her ears and started screaming. So you don't want to hear us sing.
You don't. You do not want to hear us sing. Not at all.
Not singing.
Well, we appreciate you joining us this fine Saturday morning. Just giving a few more minutes for people to jump on. Go down further.
We're trying something new here. So
And you guys are the lucky ones that get to try it new with us.
I don't see it.
Keep going. There we are. See? Right there.
Right here.
Yeah. Good morning. It's almost 10 o'clock. Just about ready to start. Just wanted to give you all time to find us because we're so entertaining.
I'm not seeing it.
Not.
See more options.
Well, I think you have to be on your personal page, honey. And guess what? It's 10 o'clock.
Okay, good morning, Bonneville County. You are joining the Breakfast with the Cooks. It's 10 a.m. This is sweet, short, and unpolished, and it's Breakfast with the Cooks.
Always very unpolished. I'm Sherry. This is my husband, Kevin. He is running for the Idaho State Senate in District 30.
We want to talk about, first of all, kind of the absentee ballot. There is no way for you to vote in the primaries here in Bonneville County without an absentee ballot. And we went around and talked to some people yesterday, and we were keeping social distancing. Okay, we were surprised how many people still did not understand or know about the absentee ballot. In fact, the statement they said is, well, why don't they get this news out there? Why aren't people knowing that?
That's right. So in Idaho, the only way you can vote this year is by absentee ballot. That's what it's called. It's kind of a weird name, but that's the only way you can vote is by absentee ballot.
So what does that mean? That means there are no polling stations. You cannot get in your car and drive to your polling station, whether that's the Taterview Middle School or some other school or public place where you usually vote. You can't do that this primary, okay? And you need to let everybody know that because the word's not getting out. So we want to quickly go through those steps. There are 3 simple steps to do that, okay? You want to hit the first one?
As soon as my brain freezes, I'm looking at like, wait, what?
Okay, so the first step, you got to request a ballot.
Oh yeah, that's just it. You have to actually do your part. You have to request a ballot. So they'll send you one, but you have to request it.
Okay, so there's an easy way to request that. Is one, you can get onto my site, www.kevincookforidaho.com. Okay, easy to remember, kevincookforidaho.com. Go there, and there's a link that says vote.
It says vote absentee ballot.
Okay, vote absentee ballot. Click on that. That will take you to the elections office in Bonneville, or in the state, the Secretary of State's way to vote or to request a ballot. That's what you're doing. You're not voting yet. You're requesting a ballot.
And there's lots of little steps in there, so you kind of have to be patient, but you just click request a ballot. And you will need your driver's license, and you'll need the last 4 of your social security number to get that.
There's another easy way. Okay, so if you don't go to kevincookforidaho.com, if you're on your phone, don't do this now. You want to stay with us, okay? But if you're on your phone, write it down. This is a phone number, so write it down. So if you're on your phone, you can text the word vote to this phone number, okay? Got a pen and paper? The number you're going to text the word vote to is 208-522-5900. Okay, you text the word vote to that phone number. That will take you right to the link. You can put in your driver's license number, your last 4 digits of your social security. You hit submit. You wait 10 to 14 days, and your ballot will show up in your mailbox.
In fact, we got ours this week.
Yes.
But let me return to that number. It's 208-522-5900. And we found that because we recorded our first radio ads this week.
We got to meet the famous Neil Larson and Julie Mason. They're incredible. Julie should be on TV.
And our DJ.
And our
We helped
DJ.
record
Yes,
it.
yes.
And we did practice social distancing with our
we did.
masks.
Yes. But anyway, this is what the ballot looks like. See that? That's what you're going to get in the mail. Oh, and the words are probably backwards again.
They are, but you can still see it.
Sorry. But here, looking up backwards, this is the important one. Look, it's got my name on it. So we're kind of excited about that. Okay? You're gonna fill that box out completely. And don't get outside of the box. Practice your coloring skills.
And you have to use black or blue ink. Do
Yes.
not use marker.
So you fill it out, fill out the rest of it, okay? And then you take your ballot and you fold it all up, okay? And then you're gonna put it in here.
No, you're not. He forgot the tan envelope. There's a tan envelope that you put it in.
Okay,
And then you put it in here.
all right.
See, you can tell we don't practice. But the other thing is you have to sign it. This is like an affidavit. How do you say that word?
That's close enough.
Okay. Anyway, you have to sign it, saying that it's really you. So
And if you don't sign it,
it doesn't count.
doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
So fill out the ballot. You will not get the ballot unless you request it though. Request it, fill out the ballot, put the ballot in the envelope.
Tan envelope.
Tan envelope, then into this envelope.
Yep.
And then sign it. You gotta sign it. Okay?
Okay, and the other thing, it's free. The postage is paid. You don't have to.
Yep.
Add a stamp. It's free. Send it back. And you can do this now. Like we said, we just got our ballots. They will be in the mail on Monday.
Okay, and then the other thing I want you to do is I want you to commit yourself to go call 3 other people. 3 other people and explain to them how to request it, why they need to request their ballot, how to request it, and to vote.
Well, they need to exercise their right to vote. It's a right we're given in this beautiful country that we live in, and not every country has it. So we need to get the word out that people get to exercise their right to vote. And that's how you put Idaho first. And for those of you just joining, this is Kevin Cook, my husband. He is running for the state senate. And I just have to tell you, Jeff, our campaign manager, who's doing a great job, wanted me to wear my Trump hat. And Jeff, the only reason why I'm not is because this is the only day of the week I get ready now. And I want him to remember how good looking I am. Just kidding.
Okay, let's move on to another subject.
Okay.
This was kind of an emotional night, but it was kind of cool.
I'm sorry, our college son just walked in. Just does my heart good. Okay, you talk for a minute.
Okay, all right. Well, Sherry dries her tears, so I'm going to talk. So last night, this was nationwide. This was not just in Idaho, but they put on a program so that to honor all of the high school athletes. Okay, this campaign. It was called Be the Light, and they encouraged everybody from the high schools to come to the high school. At least here it was at 8:20. They turned the football lights on. And they encouraged everybody to get in their car and to drive around the high school with their lights on and honking their horns. It was crazy. Okay, I feel sorry for the neighbors if they had children that they were trying to put to bed. So the horns were blaring. It was loud. But the thing is about this, it was bigger than just high school athletes. You think back to your senior year. That senior year was an incredible year. It was one of the neatest years there as you prepared to leave behind your youth and go to adulthood, to go to college or trade school or work or whatever you were going to do. These kids are missing out on that. You know, they don't have their final day in the band concert or choir concert or their final day at the debate or to be able to sign their yearbooks. Okay, that was a big thing, and these seniors aren't doing that. They're not getting that chance. And so last night was kind of emotional. We had our daughter there, and she said at one point, she says, "I think I'm going to cry," which kind of affected her father too. But anyway, it was a neat night across the high school.
I did. I totally cried. Thank you for that interruption. My son came home to get the masks. There's a wonderful lady. There's lots of people in our community making masks.
There
actually.
are, yes.
But we were able to pick some up this week, and I said, please come home and get some.
They're very stylish masks too.
They
Very
are.
nice, very nice. Do we have any questions?
I don't know. Keep talking
Okay.
and I'll find out.
All right, great. Okay, so anyway, if you missed out last night on the Be the Light campaign at the high school, you did miss out. It was kind of cool. I think they covered it with the Channel 8 KID News. I believe
Lots of
it's on
different
it.
news stations
They were
were all
covering
kinds of
it.
different
It's on
things.
Eastern Idaho News that you might want to look at.
Okay, we told them we wouldn't keep them all morning.
No, we're
if
not
we
going to.
didn't, we meant to. Okay, so again, the only way to vote in Idaho is to request your absentee ballot. Go to our site at
www.kevincookforidaho.com.
and on that site there's an easy link. All you've got to do is click on the vote absentee ballot. It will take you directly to the state site where you can register online. You need your driver's license and you need the last four of your social security number. You just go through the little prompts. It's super easy. Sometimes it's a little busy and you'll think, oh, their website isn't working. It's the state. Sometimes they just get a lot of people going all at the same time and it just takes a while. Be patient. There's just a few clicks, but do that. And then the cool thing is they send the ballot right to your home in 7 to 14 days and you get to vote from home. This is going to be the easiest election you've ever
Yep, it
voted
is.
in.
You can vote in your
Because
pajamas.
Exactly. And we encourage you to vote for
Kevin
dun-dun-dun.
Cook. Kevin Cook for Senate. Okay. Also, commit 3 other people to vote, to get their ballot and to vote, and have them go and commit 3 other people. Let's do it just kind of like a
Tree.
Tree.
I mean,
Calling
we
tree.
prefer that you
Okay,
tell,
do that.
100 people, but 3 is doable.
Yeah, that'll be good. We are into the starting our third week of the
Quarantine,
the stay-at-home orders
shelter
by
in
governor,
place.
shelter in place. So
And
hang in there. It
it's
will
getting
come
harder.
to an end. It will come to the end. So hang in there and help out our community and help out each other. There's some amazing stories. Jump on to Facebook and look at some of the really cool stories where people are reaching out and helping one another. So
Yeah. Hey, thanks again for joining us.
thank you for joining us.
Vote Kevin Cook.
Vote Kevin
Idaho
Cook for
State
Idaho.
Senate.
Yep. And until next week, Saturday, 10 a.m., we'll be here again, Breakfast with the Cooks. We would love to hear some of your comments, questions, things that you want to have us cover as subjects. We're not the experts, but we can find some experts.
Yeah,
and
obviously
we can
we're not experts.
But we would love to cover some more information and that you think is important. Thank you again for joining us and have a wonderful Easter weekend.
Yes, thank you. See ya.
We'll see ya.
Right there in the bottom corner.
How do you feel about Bernie